Hello, my dears. This is Resilient Lives sending you a little shout out, checking checking in on you, and trusting that you had a nice weekend. And so here we go again. It's Monday, and there seems to be a heat wave in lots of our cities. So just want to make sure that you are doing okay. So I'm sending you a little love as we continue on this journey, this forever journey, it seems like. And I just wanted to check in with you. We are having a nice day today, no storms, thank you very much. We were able to go out to our favorite places like the Arboretum and just relax in nature. I was curious and wanted to just share a little bit about all of the numerous things that we're experiencing during this pandemic, all of the various emotions, and hopefully we are staying in tune with ourselves. It's just curious to me that so many things can happen, so many layers of things can go along even while we're in this pandemic. And I say that because I was thinking personally about an experience I had last week. I was having a wonderful, wonderful start to my day. I was really on a high. I was just savoring that wonderful feeling. And then I spoke with a relative and who had a not so wonderful diagnosis dealing with cancer. And I just, the sadness kind of settled and I was stuck. And I wondered how do you go from being in such a high place of wonderfulness and then in a short time you fall into a period of deep sadness. And I'm imagining that this too happens to others. But I had to sit and process this. And so I just wanted to just mention it to you because we are in this pandemic and we are surrounded by death and people are dying. And in the past, like when there was 9/11 or when there were other times when large numbers of people passed, we had a chance to stop and grieve and honor those whose lives had been lost. But because of this pandemic, because of being quarantined, because of the nature of the disease, we can't come together and support each other. We almost can't even pause to grieve. And so I would just encourage you, if you are feeling any loss or any emotions, raw emotions of that nature, just to take some time and honor and feel the feeling. I sat with that feeling, and eventually I was able to integrate that and think about it. And so, but it's interesting how you can go from joy to grief and then from grief to gratitude. And has been said that the heart knows how to heal. Do you think that? If you give the heart time to process the grief, the loss, it can happen, but we must give it time. And so if there's any loss personally or collectively, we're not doing any collective mourning on a national basis for those whose lives have been lost, and it's continuing to happen. And those lives are valuable, and we're valuable too. So we just want to somehow, some way, just to acknowledge the feelings that we have. Be alert to the feelings that you have, and take time to hear and listen to what your heart is saying. And so that's important. And I just wanted to share that with you, because we are all going through a whole slew of things, but we want to remember that emotions, you can be on an emotional roller coaster, but we can come back. We can come back to stability, but we do want to honor lives that have been lived. So I want to send you a little love, because we are on this thriving journey. We are doing all these things virtually so we can support each other. In isolation, it is difficult to give that hug that we so desperately need in times when our hearts are sorrowful. But we certainly can reach out and call, send a note, send a text, however you want to do it, but we can do that. And that is what helps us to heal. Remember we spoke about together is healing. So this will continue, what we're going through, until they find a vaccine. We will continue to stay safe and love each other. Send a little love, let each other know that we're here and we're all right. So check in, let someone know that you're okay. And if and when you're not okay, that happens and it's all right. But call somebody. Don't try and handle it yourself. So beaming a little love to you, and just letting you know it's okay when you are feeling uncertain and you're feeling a little grief or a little low point, because this pandemic is wreaking havoc in so many ways, with our hearts, with our bodies, with our spirits, with our families, with our jobs, in our relationships, in our organizations. It's hitting us in every area, every area. I don't think any area has been untouched in our communities. And so that's why we are staying connected, reaching out to our communities, reaching out to each other. So just know that you are loved, somebody cares. We're going to continue to thrive, and we will get through this. Bye now.